time is ticking and it's coming closer to the Z Fold 3. And Evan Blass, very reputable leaker, just went ahead and dropped like some full-on official renders of the Z Fold 3 as well as the Z Flip. But initially taking a look at the Z Fold 3, looking at his renders, you can see that the design is slightly different. The edges are a lot more flat. We're seeing a bit of a trend these days with flatter edges, aren't we? So we've got more flat edges. There's a matte finish across the board. We have seen the camera arrangement before, so it's a vertical camera arrangement. So we don't have like a thick rectangle like we've had on the previous Z Fold 2. It's in line, so it doesn't look like we've got a periscope camera. It still looks like we've got a similar punch out for the inner display. So when that is open, then we will have that punch out. And the key thing that we can see here on this render is that there is an S Pen. And this S Pen actually says on here, the Fold Edition, which would suggest to me that there is a specific type of S Pen that is here for the Fold. Maybe it's not as maybe it's a different material that's not going to scratch it up or something. I don't know. Now we've done some, we've covered other leaks around the Z Fold 3 previously. It's likely to have 120 Hz displays, both at the front and the main display as well. And yeah, I mean it's looking promising, man.
Yeah, it is. I mean, one of the things that is striking to me looking at this image for the Z Fold 3 is the rear cameras. They look bigger. I mean, even though they're in that straight line arrangement like the Z Fold 2, but at least the sensor looks like it's a larger sensor. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's the 108, but who knows what Samsung will do here. And I'm a bit bummed out just a bit that there is no under display camera internally, at least from this leaked image. Then again, Samsung might be thinking, look, we don't want to sacrifice quality for individuals, so especially if you're going to be using that for video conferencing and things like that. So I like that, but I like the S Pen. Look, we're on the same boat with the S Pen. S Pen is like life for us, so seeing it on this device is interesting because I'm thinking, will they offer this with and without the S Pen, or is this something you buy the S Pen optionally?
I still think it's going to be optional because I think the Note series is the one where it comes included. That's the one, right? But then, as we saw with the S21 Ultra, right? Yes, it's got support for an S Pen, but it's only for people who want to get it because there doesn't seem to be any sort of internal enclosure for the S Pen on this Fold, right? As we have on the Note. So it looks like it is going to be a separate accessory, but then there's going to be a specific S Pen for the Fold. Now, I'm assuming because it's still going to be somewhat of a plastic inner display, using a traditional S Pen would probably scratch it up. So I'm assuming they're using a different type of a material for the Fold Edition S Pen, which is not going to do that.
Yeah, I definitely, you presume correctly. As I said, do not try that, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not try it. You could use it to slightly touch, but I will guarantee you, without even seeing the device, just don't try it.
Be gentle. That's what E is saying. Now, in terms of the release date, so Front Page Tech, there's a report that there's around 50 to 70,000 units a day of each device, are in mass production right now. So they're looking very optimistic. That's the right word, right? I always mix my optimistic and pessimistic. Honestly, I'm so bad at it. So yeah, they're expecting a lot of sales. 3rd of August is seeming like that's when the impact date is going to be. So
I mean, it's kind of in line. We've seen Unpacked be around the 1st or the 2nd week of August. So even if it moves to the 2nd week or it stays in the 1st week, it's around the time when Unpacked usually comes. And again, because of the timing of all these rumors we're seeing, that matches with the launch period. It's just from last year and the year before.
Yeah, and apparently combined, there's going to be around 7 million units for these devices. I hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to hear the full podcast episode, then that will be linked down below. And if you want to see more clips like this, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss them. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf Speaks, and I'll see you next time.